Well, the Olympics are on, so while all of you are watching your team play pre-season friendlies on some dodgy Vietnamese gambling stream, I'm tuning into an under-23s tournament and pretending it's the World Cup. We are not the same. So, the game I'm going to talk to you about today is Argentina vs Morocco, which is probably the only game we even knew was happening. I mean, let's be honest, no one had a care in the world about Egypt versus the Dominican Republic. But despite the Olympics being a glorified under-23s tournament, there were definitely some noticeable players on both sides. Argentina brought players like Geronimo Rulli, Nicolas Otamendi, Thiago Almada and Julian Alvarez, while also being managed by former Liverpool and Barcelona star Javier Mascherano. Morocco's team didn't look as strong, but they probably had the best player on the pitch in Achraf Hakimi, so this was going to be a good game. The first half was admittedly not overly entertaining, but I did see a goal, as a lovely back heel from Elias Akamat to Bilal Al-Kanouch ended up resulting in the Genk midfielder assisting Sofiane Rahimi right on the stroke of half-time. Then early in the second half, Julio Soler shipped up Alkamash and Morocco had a penalty. Rahimi scored and the Atlas Lions now led 2-0, putting Morocco fans in dreamland. The Argentine team with 4 World Cup wins in the starting 11 couldn't touch the ball, and the young Morocco players were putting in a performance that would make the senior players of 2022 proud. But the game was flipped on its head in the 68th minute when Soler either put in a great cross or missed his shot. Either way, Giuliano Simeone tapped in from close range. Now, Argentina believed they could push forward and equalise. Julian Alvarez had a great chance but was denied by Munir. Then in injury time, which by the way was 15 minutes long, Bruno Mioni ran down the wing and fired at goal but it went wide. But don't worry, here comes Argentina in the 106th minute. And I can't even explain this goal, so I'm just going to let the commentary do the work.
Little weave, and maybe a chance for the shot. Almada didn't connect properly. Follow up. Oh, it's off the goalkeeper again, and in. Incredible scenes. Pandemonium at the end here in Saint-Etienne.
If I was Moroccan, I think I'd just take the first play out of France. I mean, that goal was so ridiculous that if it happened in FIFA, you'd be screaming at EA to fix their game.
The game is broken, EA Sports! The game is broken!
Anyways, after the goal, something strange happened. All hell broke loose. Now, the stadium had already been pretty hostile all game, as local French fans justifiably weren't happy with Argentina after the recent Enzo Fernandez livestream. So after Medina's equaliser, both Moroccans and locals were not happy. As you can see, it's getting bad. Bottles are thrown at players and fans begin to invade the pitch. So in order to be safe, the referee sends the players back down to the locker room. But there's confusion. Keep in mind, the 15 minutes are up. Medina's header was practically the last touch of the game. So everyone thinks it's over. The Moroccan players think they've thrown it away. And admittedly, I also thought it was done. But in fairness, so did the FIFA website. So yeah, game over. Chuck it over to Guinea vs New Zealand or Fiji vs Uruguay in the Rugby Sevens, because you're not going to see anything else happen at Geoffrey Guichard Stadium. And for context, I'm Australian. This was happening at 1 AM for me. So I turned off my TV and called it a night. Only to wake up and find out Morocco had won 2-1. Now yes, Medina's goal didn't deserve to stand as there was an offside in the build-up. Fine, but they cancelled that goal out almost 2 hours after it was scored. Now keep in mind, I thought the game was over. At first I thought that this was the Bruno Fernandes goal against Brighton on crack. Seriously, I assumed that everyone had gone back to the Olympic Village and saw the update on football or something.
Is listening to Massimiliano Irati and it's been disallowed.
They've disallowed it.
It's been disallowed for an offside against Aguero.
Oh my god.
Oh my word.
But here's what actually happened. Despite everyone and their grandma assuming the game was over, the referee never actually blew the full-time whistle. Instead, players were sent to the locker rooms without being told what was actually going on, while security dealt with the pitch invaders and mess. This took over 90 minutes. According to Javier Mascherano, both teams were happy to just call and draw and go home. But that didn't happen. Instead, players waited for an hour and a half just to be brought back on for 3 extra minutes. And as they took to the pitch, there was one final thing the referee had to sort out before play resumed.
Indeed, confirmation. We have the VAR performance, which confirms that Medina's goal is ruled out.
Wow. Anyway, Morocco would hold on in the final 3 minutes, which was played behind closed doors, and nearly 4 hours after the game began, it was finally declared over. Morocco 2, Argentina 1. And in case you're wondering, Javier Mascherano was not a happy man. So, with all that finally over, we can take some time to reflect on whatever that was. Despite it probably being the strangest game they've ever played, the Moroccans did win. Obviously, all of their young players were outstanding, especially Elias Alkamash. In case you aren't familiar with him, Alkamash broke out the season at Villarreal, and at only 20, these Olympics may be a chance to properly introduce him to the world. And the overage players also showed their class for Morocco. Sofiane Rahimi took both his goals nicely, and aside from stealing Almada's shot late on, Munir was class and goal all day for the Atlas Lions. But Argentina should be concerned. Aside from France, no team in this tournament comes close to matching their talent, yet they were dominated by Morocco for the majority of the game. But elsewhere in Group B, Iraq defeated Ukraine 2-1, which puts both Iraq and Morocco in a great position to qualify for the knockouts. Morocco's next game is against Ukraine, while Argentina will be looking to bounce back against the Iraqis in their next match. But that is going to wrap up today's video, guys, and I hope you have enjoyed it. Make sure to like and subscribe, and let me know down below if you plan on watching more Olympics football now that you know just how insane it can get. But have a great day, and I'll see you next time.